This is a battle I had against Swagalith. You may notice the Farfetch'd on my team, that's pretty important. I'm going to lead off with my Galvantula because I want to get up Sticky Web. He's going to lead off with Landorus, hit me with the Rock Slide, bringing me down to my Sash. And that happens, which is really unfortunate because this team is really heavily dependent upon Sticky Web because Farfetch'd is not very fast. But I'm going to go into my Landorus because I'm going to try to keep around my Galvantula because I want to get Sticky Web up at some point in this match. I'm going to go for the knockoff as he switches into his Rotom Wash. I figured that would be a pretty safe play upon all of his Pokemon. And then I'm going to go into my Latios because I know nothing really wants to take a Willow. So this thing would probably want to take it the most because most of my team is physical attackers. And I'm going to go for the Psyshock, pretty safe upon all of his Pokemon, and I actually kind of got him good with the Psyshock there because I broke his Heatran's Balloon. And because he's Balloon, I know he's probably not defensive, so I'm going to switch into my Rotom, pretty safe switch, and I can probably go for a Hydro Pump without having to worry about him being Special Defense Tran. And he's going to go into his Amoonguss, which again is pretty bad, but I know he's probably going to go for the Spore, and I have the Latios, which is already burned, so it's a pretty safe switch. And I can also do some good damage upon whatever he wants to switch into. So he's going to go for this Giga Drain. Does an okay amount, I guess. I mean, damage against Latios is damage, so whatever. And then I'm going to catch him with the Prediction. That was really risky, but I'm glad I got it, because I'm just going to go for the Surf, and then I'm going to go for the Surf again. And that's pretty much what brought me back into the game, because, I mean, that thing was a threat. Not gonna lie. And then he's gonna go into his Medicham. I'm gonna go into my Landorus. That was pretty obvious, but he's gonna go Mega and Fake Out, which is, again, pretty obvious. Pretty much what Mega Medichams do, or I guess normal Medichams. And I knew that I would be able to live the Ice Punch, and I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake. Because I need to get damage on this thing. And I'm just going to switch back out right now into my Rotom Wash because I figure I could probably live whatever he wants to go for. And if I can get a Will-O-Wisp on him, that would be pretty cool. And I'm actually surprised that I lived this high jump kick. I guess I was kind of banking on him missing, but if I can not live that, then that would be cool. But now I'm going to die to Stealth Rock when I switch in for both my Galvantula and my Rotom Wash. So this Rapid Spin was really important, especially since his Landorus is now dead. So now I can switch in my Galvantula safely. So that was really important, and I was willing to sacrifice my Excadrill because of it. And now I'm just going to go into my Rotom Wash, sacrifice that, I guess. I think what I thought was that I thought he was Choice Band, but I guess he was like Expert Belt. But I'm going to go into my Landorus, and I guess he thinks that he won't be able to kill me with the Bullet Punch? Maybe not, actually. I might be defensive, I'm not too sure. But I'm going to go for the U-turn now. And I'm just going to sacrifice my Latios, because this thing is probably going to die. Although, I will get switch advantage, which is pretty cool. And he's going to go into a Scizor, and I'm going to die to my burn, obviously. So, I forget who I switch into. I haven't watched this battle in a while. I go into my Landorus, right, because I figure that I'll be able to live stuff. Yeah, and he's going to go for the Pursuit. I'm not sure why. Seemed like kind of a silly choice, but now he's going to go for the Bullet Punch, and because he didn't Bullet Punch last time, I'll actually be able to live that and kill him with the Earthquake. So that was pretty big, and I might be able to make the comeback here. If I can do stuff with Thing, I might be able to do a Thing. So I'm going to go for the knockoff, for no real reason, except for that this thing has to die eventually. And I can't really switch into my Farfetch'd because I'll get hit with a Willow, and I can't really switch into my Galvantula because it's at 1%. And he's going to go for the rest. You know, go for the rest. And because I hit him with a knockoff earlier in the game, he's not going to wake up for his Chesto Berry. But this is good. This is good. This means I can go into Saxton Hale, the most Australian fucking... We got Tony Abott and Saxton Hale right now. And I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. And I was really hoping that I could outspeed him, but no Sticky Web. And he's just going to ruin my dreams. Ruin all of my dreams. And fuck me up with the thing. But then I crit him with the Thunder. And now all of a sudden, 1% Tony Abott might be able to make the comeback if I can do some crazy stuff to his Amoonguss. Is he gonna get... No, he's not gonna miss the Giga Drain. And that's the end of that. Almost made a comeback like twice. But then there's this match, it's Bug 37, where I also lead off with Tony Abbott, but unlike the last game, I'm actually able to get up my sticky web, which is pretty important. So he's gonna lead off with a Charizard. Did not Mega Evolve. Kinda curious about that. So I'm gonna switch in my Rotom Wash because I'm pretty defensive. I think I might be physically defensive, but I can take on an unevolved neutral Charizard. But then he goes into his Feraligatr upon my Volt Switch, or something like that. So I'm gonna go into my Latios and just finish him off there. Wasn't looking at the screen. And then he's gonna go into his Tyranitar. I'm getting fucked up by me being on the other side. And I'm just gonna switch back into my Landorus, because I figured that's a pretty decent switch in. I don't know much about Mega Tyranitar, but it turns out he is physical, which is pretty good. And he stays in for the Rock Slide. It's my guy. You'll see why I'm actually uploading this later in the match. But he is not gonna switch out after I Earthquake him. But now he is. Maybe he's gonna go into his Gengar. That's pretty good. If I didn't go for the knockoff. Oh man, I only remember like the next few parts of this match. He's gonna go into his Alakazam. And this Alakazam is gonna do a thing. I'm gonna live it and go for the U-turn because it's like super effective. Right? And I'm gonna go into my Latios because this thing is pretty good. It's Scarfed. Scarf Latios. Pretty A+. I'm gonna kill him off with the Surf. And he's gonna send in Machamp. Machamp's pretty good. You know, he's got no guard, he can punch a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go into my Landorus as fodder. And you're gonna see why I go into my Landorus as fodder, because this is pretty important. So, my Landorus is confused? I'm confused. I'm gonna go for the knockoff. Knocks off his Life Orb, that's pretty important. And he's gonna go for the Seismic Toss? Alright. I'm going to my I don't remember this. Yes I do. Now I go into my Saxton Hale to bait the switch into the Tyranitar. That's what I was doing. Right. Okay. So I bait the switch into the thing, right? And I kill him with the Leaf Blade. Critical hit. I got the stick. Alright. The stick is on. And he goes into his Charizard. Obviously not the best matchup for Farfetch'd. And I'm gonna go into my Rotom Wash. Goes for the Blast. Okay, now I'm back to being confused. But now he's got to recharge. And I'm gonna take that opportunity to kill him with the Volt Switch. So right now, I have the switch priority. I can go into my Saxton Hale. He's got to go into his little Goro guy, Mr. Forearms. And I can just take this in the bag because of the sticky web. Kill him with the Brave Bird. Please suspect test Farfetch'd. Suspect test Farfetch'd. Did pretty good.